Alright, as y'all can see, it's a fucking beautiful ass day today. Kind of cloudy in the sky. So, I'm gonna do my. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna do my topic of the day. Let me open some water. I'm still a little dehydrated from last night. Alright, so today's topic of the day, and I kind of touched on it the other day in the room, is what do you want in somebody? Now, the reason why I chose this topic is because I think a lot of people don't know what they want in general, but I'm specifically talking about what people want in their partner. So what is it that you want in somebody that you go out with, or what closes the deal? I guess you could say. Now, it's a pretty complex subject, which I didn't think was too complex, only because the other day somebody was asking me like, what do you want? And I told them, and they kind of responded like, no, it sounds like those are things you don't want. And I said, well, what's the difference? And they kind of made a good point. It's like, well, there is a difference. And she didn't really tell me what, so I kind of thought about it. But anyhow, before I even touch on the subject, I think a lot of people want something, but they want something, so they settle for less with people, and they think it's like you're ordering food at a restaurant where they say, you know what, I don't want no onions, I don't want this, I don't want that, no lettuce, no tomato, whatever. And people aren't like that. You have to learn to kind of accept them for what they are, not tolerate their habits and flaws, but accept them truly, because what's going to happen is if you get with somebody and you're hoping they're going to change, eventually if they don't change, which most likely they won't, it's going to build a lot of frustration and anger, and it leads to a lot of problems in the relationship. But anyhow, so back to the topic, what I want. Now, I also want to throw something else out there. People say I'm picky. People say I'm very picky with who I go out with, and they say I'm conceited and this and that, because most of the time, I know you guys may not believe it, but I do get a lot of girls trying to get at me, fuck with me, whatever, and I turn down the majority of them because I don't want that, and I've reached the point where it's like, I know what I want, so I'm not going to settle for less. I don't want that shit. And girls get so pissed. It's funny that they start talking shit like, well, are you homosexual? Or why would a guy turn down pussy? And it's sad to say that our society, and at least in this country, has reached that level where a man can't say no to a woman without being called a faggot or gay or whatever. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend anybody that's homosexual. I'm just using the terms that I was called. Anyhow, yeah, I'm picky. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm conceited or nothing like that. I just know what I want. So when something comes along and it doesn't fit that description or something along those lines, I say no. So what I want in a woman or a partner, I just want her to be accepting, loyal, sincere, faithful. One thing that I do hate a lot in women is those flirty types of women that, they flirt with everybody, and it's just like, sometimes they do it for attention, sometimes they do it to get their partner pissed, whatever. I think that's stupid. That shit makes me so fucking pissed. It's not even funny. If you want attention, the only attention you use is mine. Why are you trying to do this and that? And the worst part is just to piss you off. That's stupid, I want somebody who has a sense of humor. who won't take everything so seriously, because, you know, I think I joke a lot, so I think jokes can help you have a better day. Like, I see a lot, sometimes I see people and they're down, they're like, you know what, I'm having a bad day, so whatever. And I kind of say, like, you know what, I'll make a joke. And they start laughing, and I think that's a really good way to kind of make somebody smile or forget about what they're going through. So I do that a lot in a lot of different situations, and some people might say, like, well, that's an inappropriate time for a joke, but I don't know, that's something that I do. So I expect a woman to be like that, because I'm going to have my bad days, and I expect to be, you know, she should be my support. So that's something that I would like in somebody. Another thing, I mean, the biggest thing is, it's just when you think about that person, everything seems right, everything falls into place, regardless of, you know, what's going on in your life. You just think of that person and you don't feel alone, you feel complete, you feel like everything's all good. And like I said, I don't really want to get into details because it sounds, I don't know, if I break it down, it sounds more like I'm trying to find some mold or something, which I'm not, you know. Sometimes I meet people and I vibe with them and I go out with them because they're cool people. And they don't have to look a certain way or fit into a certain category. You just meet somebody and sometimes it happens, you know, there's chemistry, which is really rare, and I always try to capitalize on that, I guess you could say, whether we're going out or not, or just associating or friends. So. But another thing too that I guess I don't know if it's gonna help, but I know most of y'all have seen I have a crown tattoo on my chest that I recently got, and I got it because I look at myself like a king, not in the sense that I'm a king of the world or I'm a king of ruling something, you know. The only thing I rule is myself, and I feel that a man has to do certain things in order for himself to be called a man. You can't just be a man just because you have a dick and nuts, you know. You have to accomplish things and set goals, and once you attain those goals, you can call yourself a man. So I think I reached that level a while ago, so now I'm trying to be a king, and a king of my own, you know, a king of my life, where I rule this and I control that, because a lot of us lack control in a lot of things. So I just see that a lot with people, so I'm trying to separate myself from that, I guess you could say. So being a king, I'm looking for a queen, you know, and when I say a queen, I mean somebody who rules with maturity, not a princess, because I hate when girls say, like, I'm a princess, blah, blah. It's like, you know what, you're just a spoiled brat, that's all you are. So being a king, you know, I'm looking for my queen, and I know I may have a lot of standards and all that, and I don't fit a lot of standards. I'm pretty sure people say, like, well, you're this and you're that, and that's cool. I'm not trying to fit anybody's standards, and I don't expect anybody to fit all my standards. I don't know. It's tough because I haven't had too much success in relationships. I don't have a lot of success. I'm probably the worst person you could ask for advice as far as a relationship. Even though I might sound like I know what I'm talking about, trust me, I suck at it. But another thing that I do love in a woman or a person is I fall in love with what they can be. And that doesn't mean I'm trying to change them or mold them into what I want them to be. It's just like you see so much potential. It's so raw in somebody, and you just, you know, it's so appealing to me. I truly can say that I fall in love with women that have so much potential, raw potential of what they can and hopefully be. The only bad thing about that is sometimes they don't turn out to be that, or sometimes that potential gets thrown away and they actually turn negative, and that sucks. And it's hard for me to, like I said, I'm not trying to change nobody. I'm not trying to mold nobody. You kind of just do a little bit things here and there, hoping that they'll reach that potential and tell them about it, but sometimes it gets to their head and whatnot. Anyhow, it sounds like I'm probably rambling, and I'm going to stop. Hopefully I answered the question. Hopefully you enjoy the topic. If not, just post something in the comment box and I'll try to elaborate a little bit more. Peace.